today, from M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland, it's the AFC Divisional Round Playoffs on EA Sports. We'll see Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens taking on Justin Herbert and the LA Chargers.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the home of the Ravens. Sold out M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Coming up, it's Divisional Round Saturday, and we've got an AFC battle on tap between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Baltimore Ravens. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think...
The first of four berths in the conference championships on the line here as divisional weekend of the NFL is underway. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. So here's the Charger offense making their way out. And at quarterback from the University of Oregon, it's Justin Herbert.
And the quality of opponent goes up a notch here in this divisional round. But he's coming off such a sensational performance, I'm not sure he cares. 4 touchdown passes in the last game, and you'd have to imagine his head coach would sign up for that right now.
On 1st and 10, Herbert. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Here's Sam Martin now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. Number 8, Lamar Jackson, trotting onto the field at quarterback, ready to lead this Ravens offense.
All in all, he was pretty solid in the victory in the wild card round and threw a couple of touchdowns. And when it comes to quarterback play, you'd always love spectacular. But in the playoffs, you'll take solid. And that's exactly what they're looking for from him again in this contest.
First carry now for Gus Edwards. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. And give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the Chargers.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. And this, I mean, it's certainly something to watch out for. He is not afraid to call his own number on plays like that. And here he takes it for good yardage.
And we know this defense prepared all week for this, but sometimes when you see it in person, it's a whole different ball game. And all that preparation, it goes right out the window.
And now Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And picked up by the Chargers. And he's able to take this one back to the 36-yard line.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked so well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
At the 41-yard line.
Finds the open man. It's Mike Williams. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. Last week in the wild card win, he had 7 catches. That's his first one here. Back to throw here, Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time. And that'll bring up second down.
Marcus Peters on the coverage.
Throwing again. Herbert right back to Williams, and this time he's got him. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
When a good play is made on defense, oftentimes leverage is the key to everything. Defensive line not getting turned, all the other guys making sure they're in the right spot, and on that play, they were able to stop him short of a first down.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing that puts them in that position.
First carry for the former Buckeye, J.K. Dobbins. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down. On the option, it's Jackson. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's third down.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on third down. From the gun, Jackson. He gets this underneath to Dobbins. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line.
Ball carrier.
Tackle made there by the safety, Derwin James.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
From the 30 on second down. Jackson, quick hitter here, it's complete. And he takes us up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. stepping up. He's going to keep it. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
He was brought down by Drew Tranquill. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second.
Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're staring at a 3rd and 8. That last play, backwards a yard.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
7th play of the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Jackson. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And a great return as he gets this all the way down close to the 30-yard line.
They'll take over first.
They told us repeatedly earlier in the week in our meetings, we need some plays from our defense here on the road early. They got one.
And don't think they were above all week long, pointing out to their defense that the other defense is rated higher than them. You going to let that happen, guys? Is that how we're going to play? And they responded to the challenge.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Herbert will give this one to Eckler. And he winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Going on the ground with Eckler.
Austin Eckler.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They had great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5. And it's complete. Henry. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds him for the first down.
And perhaps now close to the first points of this divisional round game as it's 1st and goal. Draw play. It's Eckler. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. Here's 2nd and goal, operating from the 8-yard line.
It's a gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and goal.
Out of the gun, Herbert. And it's caught. And he's in for a Charger touchdown.
Henry.
From 8 yards out, and the Chargers have taken a first-quarter lead. A long way to go in this one. I'm sure that's not the only score we'll see today, but to jump out like that, very good.
Yeah, everyone wants to set the pace. You know, in a game like this, you want people chasing you. You don't want to be the team chasing them. That's exactly what they did.
Austin Seibert on for the extra point. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone. Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. This Ravens offense heads back out there, led by Lamar Jackson. And he'll look to rebound from the early interception that led to 6 points the other way.
And when he threw the interception and he had to come to the sideline, I guarantee his first thought wasn't about the interception itself, but what could result. And I know he was thinking to himself, come on, defense, bail me out. Well, they weren't able to in this situation. Now he's got to go out and atone for it himself, but he can't force things.
It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards, and he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down.
It's a gain of 3. Brings up 3rd and 2.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on 3rd. Here's Jackson. That's complete to his running back, J.K. Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32.
That's a nice clip and save sequence there defensively because they did everything as they would have wanted to. They forced the 3rd down, blanketed the field with coverage, nowhere to go with the football, forced the dump off to the back, and even then they closed quickly and got him down behind the line of scrimmage. You name it, they did it well in that last sequence.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Chargers ready to take over. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. 2nd and 10. A very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Justin Madubuike. Give him the credit for the sack and a loss of 14 yards.
Okay, you know my bias is about to come out here. A lot of people think that the offense is just moving in the wrong direction. I'd say they're moving in the right direction because the defense is pushing them back.
Former defensive guy. Now, as a quarterback 3rd and long, you really got to rally the troops here, don't you?
Yeah, you're doing a big way, and what else do you have to look out for? More pressure coming at you because it seems to be working pretty well.
3rd and long, it's Herbert. He dumps it to Eckler underneath. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the play. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Ravens 0.
Here's Sam Martin now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Now the Baltimore offense heading back out onto the field. And last drive, 3 and out. Still a goose egg on the scoreboard. How do they break that goose egg?
They've got to find a way to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, get them some space, and try and make a 1st down and get some momentum going. It's been a struggle for them throughout the game, and that 3 and out on the last possession, that told you just how stalled they are on offense.
So who will step up here? We'll see. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big gainer there on the catch and run, 37 yards.
I don't think anyone would argue that having that extra week definitely helps come playoff time. And those were some fresh legs right there. That extra practice time and planning, certainly in evidence.
So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Jackson going to tuck it down on the option. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd.
Off the play fake to Dobbins. Here's Jackson.
7-yard line.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Joey Bosa. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
But enough takes a start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Now Jackson. They set up the screen for Dobbins.
Jackson.
Good contain, no gain on the screen, and it'll bring up 4th down.
I know you've got a baseball background, right?
A little bit. Started minor league ball.
Yeah, you did some of that, right? What do they do when they do the signals? An indicator, right?
Tells you whether it goes or not, yeah.
Yeah, whether the play's on or not. How about the indicators offensive linemen give when they're getting ready to run a screen pass? And if those get red, well, we just saw that there, didn't we?
No gain.
No gain, deciphered it, and finished the play off.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. Austin Ekeler and the Charger offense reclaimed center stage. The passing game, they've had more success there than the running game. Maybe something they game plan for.
How come they didn't tell us about it?
Because they wanted to keep it a secret.
We did ask, didn't we? But I think what happened in this one is they've realized that they've established the run pretty well, and teams are going to key on that. They thought they could open it up and have success through the air, and that's exactly what's going on.
Yeah, they've had success at least so far here in the second quarter. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
When an offense reads blitz, doesn't matter where it's coming from, tight ends know that they become a big part of the passing game because they should be an easy outlet when all those extra bodies are trying to get to the quarterback. A hot route, so to speak.
Running on first down, Ekeler. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Off the play fake to Ekeler, it's Herbert. He's airing it out for Williams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's third down. On third down, Herbert. He'll drop this one off to Ekeler. And they'll get him down at about the 37, well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This from 54 yards away. And that is no good. Hit it well from distance, but he couldn't work it back in. And this score will stay right where it is. Baltimore gets set to take the field. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, come get a little bit closer this time.
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
At the 40.
It's caught on the right side. Williams. That one good for 10 yards. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
My next teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did. Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you should have a few men in the box there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Jackson from the shotgun. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 33-yard line.
Jackson's going to look to run it, and he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
They missed a field goal on their last drive. Here they need something to even get into field goal range on third down. From the gun, it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Jackson, option right. And they'll get to him just inside the 15. Even after the strong run we just saw, they're able to corral him quickly defensively.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
On 2nd down, here's a keeper by the QB. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. He'll get 2 on the keeper, but it becomes now a 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and...
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on 3rd.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
Ravens 3.
So he gets a shot at atoning for the earlier miss here in the first half and able to knock it through.
And what a relief for him, don't you think? Because how many games have we done where kickers missed one early and never gotten a chance to atone for it the rest of the game? That's a lot to carry around.
Austin Eckler and the Charger offense reclaims center stage. A good job in the passing game, decent job in the running game, but really they've been more effective through the air. We'll see if that shifts at all as this goes on.
Thus far, it feels like they're calling this game in reverse. Normally, you run to set up the pass. Here, it feels like they're passing, hoping to set up the run and be more effective later on in the game.
Yeah, you can do it both ways. We usually talk about it in the reverse, however.
No doubt about it. Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body.
Herbert has it knocked free.
The pass. Fumble on the play. Recovered by the offense.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. Justin Madubuike able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Here's Sam Martin now. 2nd quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. A 45-yard punt, 4 there on the return. And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50. 1st and 10.
Baltimore about ready to go on offense.
And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down.
You know, Lamar Jackson last season, the first NFL quarterback with 3,000 or more passing yards and 1,000 or more rushing yards in the same season.
And we've seen both of those talents on display here today. We just saw another completed pass. And everyone knew coming out of college he could run the ball. But for some reason, we didn't analyze it throwing the way we should have. I think every time he completes a pass, he says to himself, take that, evaluators. You guys really missed the boat on me. So that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Jackson to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 55 seconds to go until halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. Again, Jackson.
That's taken in by Duvernay.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Given 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
And Jackson throwing once more. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. 10 yards on the touchdown pass. And the Ravens have taken the lead.
That could be an important swing right there. A touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Justin Tucker for the extra point. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. That time a 6-play drive. And it's capped off by the Baltimore score.
Justin Tucker.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The attention shifts back to Justin Herbert and the Chargers offense.
He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. On second down, Eckler. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the first half of play. So it's on to halftime in this AFC divisional round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. This the first of 4 divisional round matchups coming up this weekend. We'll get back out to you guys in just a moment. But first, let's take a look ahead to tomorrow's other divisional round games in the AFC. And it looks like a good one, as it'll be the Cleveland Browns doing battle with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, in our game, we've got 1 half remaining to find out who goes on to the AFC title game. And to bring it all to you, let's send it back out to Brandon Gaudin.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half. Win or go home, that's the name of the game, and we're back underway with the second half of this AFC divisional round. And able to get this out to the 25.
First and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out come the Ravens now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it first and 10. They'll start with the option. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
And if you like defensive football, focus on the defensive end on this play. He does everything exactly right. Reads the play and makes sure he spills it for a small gain.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Play action. It's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. After the turnover, here's Herbert. He'll find Williams on the slant. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, 38 yards. And the Chargers are going to retake the lead. And a nice job by him to catch the slant and then navigate and break free.
And receivers love slant routes because it gets the ball in their hands so quickly and oftentimes on the move. And when they're on the move like that, then they get to use their best asset, which is usually their speed.
And their speed sometimes, like this instance, can take them into the end zone. And that makes it 14-10. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One-play drive and into the end zone for 6.
Austin Seibert.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Takes this about 5 yards deep, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Lamar Jackson marching back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him, but he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And not much. Maybe a yard up to the 29.
The tackle by Kenneth Murray. A 1-yard gain. Brings up 3rd.
They go play action with Jackson. On the crossing route, complete. It's Russell.
Baltimore Ravens.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
The tackle made by Joey Bosa. A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 40.
And his first carry, he loses the football. And this is recovered by the Chargers. Well, he's not the starter coming in, getting his first carry off the bench. That's not the way to earn more carries.
You have to stay in the game, even if you're not on the field, right? Stay mentally sharp, stay ready. And above all, when you get into the game, hold on to the football. Don't let the other team have it.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that would be considered a fumble.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And tough sledding. He'll get maybe a yard. Stop short of the 35. Here's 2nd and 9. Just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard.
To throw is Jackson. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Russell. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
A nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. From the gun, Jackson. Over the middle, complete. That's Andrews. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line.
Andrews.
A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 12.
Jackson going to look to do it himself. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A 12-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens have once again taken the lead. This defense, so many things to worry about in the red zone area, but you'd have to almost think that Lamar Jackson running the football, that might be number 1.
It should be number 1, and in this portion of the field where things shrink a little bit because the receivers can't run past anyone because they'll run out of real estate, you should have all eyes on Lamar Jackson when the ball is snapped and try and keep him back in the pocket.
Yeah, I don't think that they were surprised he was running it there. They just couldn't stop him, and he ends up in the end zone. Tucker with the extra point, and it's now 17-14.
Chargers 14.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Now this will make it into the end zone, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. That's complete into the hands of Myers. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
How about the timing on that one? Boy, they were in sync, weren't they? 3-step drop, ball's out of his hands, right to the tight end. Nice completion, just like they do it in practice.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game.
first and 10, Herbert. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4.
2nd and 4.
Operating from the gun. Herbert, open man, Taylor Gabriel. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Back to throw here, Herbert. That's into the hands of Eckler. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down.
1 yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
Herbert throwing again. On the screen, this is Eckler. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Austin Eckler. A 7-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. Tackled by A.J. Epinesa. He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
And Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
But they certainly had success throughout this contest, getting him the ball in the passing game, and there he picks up another first down. Whatever they saw going into this one, they've been able to capitalize on it, and no adjustment has been made to take it away.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
Justin Herbert looking to throw on 2nd down. Toward the sideline, that's taken in by Allen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
4. And it's 3rd down.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
A great job there by this defense. They give up the long drive, but in the end, it looks like they'll force a field goal attempt.
So out comes the field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. From the left hash, this from 34. Seibert able to knock this one through. And that will tie things at 17 all.
At 17.
So he missed that field goal earlier, but he says not this time. Able to knock it through, give his guys 3.
I like his poise. I like his confidence, his belief in himself. Sometimes when you miss that first one, you see a lot of guys sag and they can't make the next one. Not in this case. Stepped right up like a pro.
24-yard line.
The Ravens ready to take over. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and 1. At the 33-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Edwards. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now it's Jackson.
Oh, and for the third time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Derwin James with a pick.
They'll take over at 1st and 10 at their own 48-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
3 yards remain for 2nd down. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. And, boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. Here it's 3rd and 3. And Allen's got it. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down. They needed 3. He doubled that. He got 6. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger 1st down.
And, Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the 1st. On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And he's got it. Got his man on the end route. Complete.
To Keenan Allen.
Able to get 7 on that 1st down pass play. 2nd and 3.
At the 30.
Again, Herbert. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
I have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
Herbert on 3rd down now. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. It's a gain of 11 and a 1st down L.A.
And, partner, in a tie game in the 4th quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars, and he came through with a nice catch right there.
Herbert on 1st down now. And this is complete. It's Allen. And he will be brought down at about the 6-yard line. Another 1st down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Herbert back to the air. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a short return will be stopped inside the 10 at the 8-yard line. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You've got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And the question, can they turn that interception into points? A tie game for the moment in the 4th quarter. And he's brought down, but not before they get it across the 20-yard line. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Edwards now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there.
The ball carrier.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
The line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
Devin Duvernay. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 5.
The Ravens on 3rd down. 5 out of 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 5. From the gun, it's Jackson. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he will have a Ravens first down. He needed 5. He got it barely, as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And here's Jackson on the option. Wiggles free. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. A big one there for the Ravens. It goes for 18. I'll tell you, there is no antidote for speed, even at the quarterback position, as he keeps it himself and turns it into good yardage.
And it still takes time for a defender to react. Even as quarterbacks carry the ball more and more in today's NFL, they're still a little bit in disbelief and realize, oh my goodness, he's running with the ball. He may be 8, 10, 12 yards downfield at that point.
Jackson going to hold on to it again. And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's 2nd down.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
They'll go option to the short side. And they go backwards here, losing yardage back at the 48-yard line. It'll be a loss of a full 3 yards there, and it also brings up 3rd down. Well, he's had success running the football in this one. Yeah, that's undeniable, but that time the defense was on to it.
And, partner, I think the more you see a play like this, the more they're able to diagnose it quicker and easier for them to defend it. I think you have to dress it up a little bit and show maybe some different formations and looks.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They're hitting at 60%, 6 out of 10 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. That's taken in by Duvernay. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Devin Duvernay, 52 yards. And the Ravens have broken the tie. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And they will take a 7-point lead now. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's capped off with a Ravens touchdown. 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee. Maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Justin Herbert leading this unit out for their next possession. And the interception that ended their previous drive, that might be one we look back on and say that was the turning point of this game.
Hey, partner, guess what? There's still time for a few more turning points in this ball game. They're only 1 score down.
Yeah, true. We could have some twists and turns. Stay tuned. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
To throw again. Herbert. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that 2nd down completion, something of a disaster, and now they're left with 3rd and long. Finding Gabriel complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. Well, when you're leading in the fourth quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Here's Herbert. It's caught on the right side. Williams. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
22 yards.
A good pickup there, a 22.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the fourth. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. To the air again, Herbert. Allen's got it over the middle. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. It's a 10-yard gain there to set him up 1st and goal. What makes a draw play like that successful?
Well, we did see where he made the first wave miss, and that was a big part of it. But a lot of it is just being actors back there, making the defense think it's going to be a pass.
A looming decision to make on the conversion, down 7, but first things first, they need to score as they come up on 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Eckler. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame wolfing has turned into results.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are an extra point away from tying this thing up. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. And no sweat, he puts it through, and we are tied here in the 4th. So that drives 7 plays in length, and it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Nothing separating these two sides. 24 all our score as he sends this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Ravens offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And as a fan of the NFL, not much more you could hope for in this divisional round matchup. Tie game, 4th quarter. A lot of these fans with their hearts in their throats waiting to see what happens here. Jackson on 1st down. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Now a handoff. Edwards. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 15 yards on the play, first down.
Well, it certainly appears that the big guys up front have taken charge of the line of scrimmage. Two really nice plays back-to-back. But on the defensive side of the ball, there shouldn't be any despair. Okay, they've got us a couple of times here. Hang in there, keep your composure, and try and figure it out for the next play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's going to get this inside the 30. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a first down in field goal range already. On first down, Dobbins down to the 25.
J.K. Dobbins.
A gain of 3, second down.
Tackled at the 25-yard line. It's a pickup of 3.
Another run here with Dobbins. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a third down.
Ball carrier. No gain on the play. Brings up third down and 7.
Now a carry for Dobbins. They find some open field here. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. Here's Dobbins. And he'll find his way down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just 70 seconds left to go in the game. On second down now. It's Edwards, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game. On third down, here's Dobbins. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up fourth down.
This has been an up and down, back and forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive could take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
So now one of the biggest kicks of the night is forthcoming. This to take the lead here in the final minute. Tucker's kick is good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute.
24.
All right, so time to reset here. It's a huge kick there, gives them the lead, but they've got to be careful that their celebrations aren't a little too premature.
You're exactly right about that, because there still is time for the other guys to run a few plays and get into field goal position. So this defense is going to need to come up with one final stop if they're going to get out of here with a victory.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. So you're right there, but obviously the clock is not your friend. How do you handle this situation?
You're thinking 2 plays. One, to get yourself in position for the second one, whether you're able to get into field goal range or you have to try another deep pass, another Hail Mary. But you're trying to get the first one to a receiver, get out of bounds, and give yourself a chance to set things up for an easier shot at it.
See if they can do it. Might be easier said than done. The Ravens going to move on to another week in these playoffs as we say so long, everybody. So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so long from Baltimore.